Welcome to the advanced search video. I'm going to begin right where we left off in the basic search tutorial. Let's talk about the terms that appear over here in this drop-down box, and, or, and not. I want to give you a brief illustration that shows how these operators called Boolean operators work. If I do a search for people with red coats or yellow hats or blue pants, I will get all of the people represented by these circles. It doesn't matter if they just have one of these items or if they have two of them or if they have all three. But if instead I connect my search terms with an and, I will only get this small subset of people who happen to have all three items. I hope you saw from this illustration that every time I add another term with an and, like I have done in this search by saying employees and motivation and money, I will tend to get fewer and fewer results because I am adding additional terms that every retrieved article must contain in its description. Using and narrows results, so it's good to use when you are getting too many irrelevant articles, or expands or increases results, so it's good to use when you are getting too few articles. I might want to use an or in this search because I have used terms to describe my concepts that might be different from the ones other people use. There may be additional good articles on my topic that I'm missing, just because they happen to use different terminology. For instance, this term money. If I look at the results I did get, I see other words that could be used for this concept, such as wages or salaries. So let me add those. I can type money or wages or, and I can actually get salary or salaries by typing salar and putting an asterisk at the end. That'll get that word with any ending. Notice that I can type the or right here in the search box. I do not have to use the drop-down menu. And in fact, when you are typing in alternate terms for a single concept, you will want to keep those terms all together on a single line. As you see, my results have gone up. I gave the database additional choices of words it could use to locate relevant articles for me. Now I just want to mention the last operator that we haven't discussed so far, the not. This is probably the one you'll use the least often, but it can be useful if you are retrieving articles that include some aspect you are not interested in. By using the not, you can remove all articles that contain a given term or terms by typing them right here into the search box along with the not. Now I want to discuss the boxes over here that say select a field. You can see what these fields are by opening up an article record. The field names are over here on the left, and their content for this particular article are over on the right. They include such things as the authors and the source, which means the name of the publication. Another field is the subject terms. This includes the terms which the database has assigned to the article to describe its content. We can see all of these field names up here on the drop-down menu. So far, we haven't selected anything here, so we have been telling the database just to find our terms in any field, but by using the drop-down, we can search within a particular field. This will narrow or reduce our results, because now our term must appear within a particular field. In this search, I could specify that motivation must appear somewhere in the subject terms. Indeed, I now have fewer results because the term motivation must appear somewhere in the subject field for all of the retrieved articles. I want to show you another way of using subject terms. Sometimes you will have a hard time thinking up the best terms to describe your topic, and perhaps be frustrated by getting results that aren't really on what you're looking for. One helpful way to deal with this problem is to explore directly the database's subject terms. So you can click up here on subjects, and you see we are currently searching more than one database, but I can only look at the subject list for one at a time. So I'm going to pick the business one for right now. Thesaurus is just another word for subject terms list. I'm going to switch to another topic. The other day, I was helping a student who wanted articles on communication at the management level within businesses. We were having a hard time getting results on this topic, so I went to the thesaurus and typed in business communication. So I can hit the browse button to see if this shows up in the list of subject terms, and it does. And then by clicking on it, I can see related terms. So we looked at this list of related terms and we found communication in management, which was exactly what he was looking for. So I can click on that and do add, and now I can do a search right on that term. Now all my results have this term in their subject headings. In this case, I probably want to narrow my results down further by perhaps adding additional terms with the and or using some of the limits. But now at least I know that all of these articles do have some focus on the right topic. I want to give you a few more tips on finding relevant articles. As you find good articles, you will want to follow up on the references within those articles. Let me open up this first article as an example. Here's the PDF. As you can see, scholarly academic journals always refer to previous research that's been done on the topic they're discussing. You can find the complete citations for these references at the end of the article in the bibliography or works cited section. Here you can get all the information you'll need to find this article. To find a specific journal in full text, please check the frequently asked questions on the library website. Here we've given you instructions for finding any journal in full text, whether it's available electronically or in print. I've also posted this information on the website this video is embedded in. Finally, you may find that there are particular authors who are very active in the field you're researching. You may also want to look up other articles they've published. To do this, you can just enter their name in the search field and then select author from the drop-down box and do a search. Just be sure to look them up in any and all databases that their work might appear in. This concludes the advanced search video. Please don't hesitate to contact us if you have any questions or if you need any help.